All right, all right, all right. Time to get ready to be a stripper. Good morning, happy Monday. Okay, so I'm heading to the gym Monday morning. I worked on this last weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 very slow shows, as you saw. But regardless, still money, still consistency of going into the club, celebrating that. And now we're into the normal work week. So I am going to the gym, and then I have a team call with my team. So my OBM, my online business manager, we're going to be going over lots of things because I'm like restructuring my NLP coaching certification, how I'm laying it out. And then also I have a free training today. It's called NLP, the Moneymaker. So it's a free training that I've been promoting. People are going to take, and then it's leading into the launch of the next round of my NLP coaching certification. So I've got that going on today. And then depending on timing, I'm going to try and at least get into the club at least for a few hours. So even if I go and work like 3 to 7 or 4 to 7, maybe longer if I'm feeling up for it, might be doing that. So to the gym we go. Rainmaker. I teach strippers to become rainmakers. So we're on our Monday morning team meeting here. I got my girl Becca, my OVM. Hey girl. So we are going over a lot of stuff. Is this our agenda? Where's our agenda? Goodness gracious, look at all of these things. Wow. We got a lot to cover because we are going over the Rich Method restructure, on all the things. Oh my goodness, so much more stuff than that. YouTube launching and retreat and VIP partnership, all the things. So this Monday morning, Rainmaker. It's almost 12 o'clock. Maybe I should get some water. So I am about to go live and do my live training, NLP, the Moneymaker. This is how we set it up. Here's my training. Got it all stacked up, ready to go. Gonna be covering NLP communication model, the hierarchy of ideas, and so much more. Oh, who's that? Wow. Just wrapped up my NLP, the Moneymaker free training. I did it live on Facebook, on my Facebook business page, and also on my Instagram. Yeah, it went well. I'm excited because now it's officially open. The Rich Method certification is open for enrollment for the November cohort. So now we're going to be heading into launch stuff. So promoting with certification, launch mode, getting it filled in, getting students onboarded for the November round, which I'm really excited about. So taking a little lunch break. My little chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul. Yeah, I'm in my underwear. Well, you can't even see. It's what I stay in. I work in my underwear in my online coaching business, and I work in my underwear on my stripping. And on YouTube, and on Instagram, and on TikTok, and on all the places. I love Mondays. I love having like everything come together. Like Sundays are so quiet in my business. And then Mondays it's like the emails are coming in, the messages are, the Voxers are coming in, the messages, the Slack notifications, the this, the this, the this. So it's fun because like everyone's coming back. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. It's about 5:55. Just did my journaling, my morning journaling. Journaled my gratitudes, what would make today great, and daily affirmations. I didn't end up going to work last night because I got stuff done in my business. But today I have the gym at 7:30, and then I have two private client calls, VIP calls. And then I have a meeting with my copywriter. There was some miscommunication around the project and the scope of work and what I was wanting. So, see, it's still dark outside. So we are going to be hopping on a call to like clarify what it was I was looking for. And then after that, I'll be going into the club. Hey. Just wrapped up at the gym. Tuesdays are upper body, and I actually love upper body. It's so funny because I've trained here for years, and I trained here for a while, and then I had to make like a short-term sacrifice when I was really focusing on getting my financial situation straight, when I had like all that credit card debt and was really working on getting that paid off. Because this training, I pay like $400 a month for small group training, which is cheaper than it's more expensive, of course, than like a regular gym membership, but it's cheaper than a personal trainer. If I worked out with a personal trainer one-on-one 5 to 6 days a week, it would be way more than $400 a month. But so when I was really buckling down, I made some short-term sacrifices, like got rid of some expenses so that way all of my money could go towards my debt. And so it's called Body University, is one of the things that I was like, okay, I'll come back to it when my debt's paid. So I remember when in 2019, in like November 2019, when I paid off all that credit card debt, I went from September to November. I paid off $40,000 of credit card debt in 80 days. I recorded a podcast episode on that, actually, about how the fuck I did that. But I remember in November 2019, when I paid off all that credit card debt, I was like, now I get to go back to Body University. I was so excited. So yeah, short-term sacrifices for long-term financial gain. Just because you get rid of something for now doesn't mean you can't ever have it again, but you just have to look at like, what's your goal? What's my desired end result? And is this behavior in alignment with my desired end result? You know? So doing a client coaching call today with my girl Gracie. You may or may not see her appear later. Are you working today?
I am.
Okay, well, if your girl stays late enough and we cross paths, you may see my girl in action at the club with me tonight. So stay tuned for that. So we are on, there's my girl Kristen and Ashley and Shay. This is my VIP. Oh, there's Shay. Hey, girl. So this is my VIP year girls. We're missing Miss Ginger on this call, but we're just doing our monthly coaching call for September. And yay! All right, I'm about to start getting ready for work here. So laying down, get my meditation on first, and then we're gonna fix it up and head on in. All right. Time to get ready to be a stripper. Let's do my laundry. You can see my laundry for drying, because I don't put a lot of stuff in the dryer, but you can see my little sexy little red outfit I wore the other evening. It's funny, when you're a stripper, your laundry, my laundry rather,
it ends up being like fucking all gym clothes and stripper clothes. So it's like gym clothes and lingerie. Yeah. So I am going to go in and work my beautiful swing shift today. I've been working only on the weekends for, gosh, I don't know, the past couple months, honestly, because my business takes priority. And so during the week, I like to work on my business, do all that stuff and go into, going to the club on the weekends. But today's a weekday and we going into the club. So I'm really excited about that. I was going to go, I had an ayahuasca retreat planned in October, and me and my friend actually talked today and we ended up postponing it. Not that we're not going to sit together and do that, but for both of our schedules, we're both like, it's feeling like a no. And so if it's feeling like a no, then that's definitely something you should follow and trust. You know, I'm all about like listening to yourself and listening to your energy and listening to your intuition and moving forward with that kind of stuff. So we decided to cancel that for now. So my schedule just cleared up a little bit more in October, but I was excited to go sit, but I was also like feeling like really extra nervous about it. I did ayahuasca for the first time in April of this year, right before my birthday. And it was the most beautiful experience I've ever had in my whole entire life. I recorded a podcast episode on it. It's called Meeting Mama Aya. And then I sat again in July and I recorded a podcast on that one called Ayahuasca Part 2. So if you're curious about ayahuasca, like I was so curious. I had never done any sort of psychedelic, never done mushrooms, LSD, DMT. I had never done any of that. And so I had no fucking idea what to expect. I was so fucking terrified, to be honest. So I listened to like all the podcasts, watch all the YouTube videos I could find, all the documentaries. Like I did all that. So that's like your kind of thing. Like listen to the episode. It's pretty, I walk you through like my whole experience. So yeah. It's funny because a lot of people ask me, Paige, why are you still going into the club? Or Paige, like you still strip? Like you're still in there? And the reason I ask that is because my business is doing really well. Right now my business is making multiple 6 figures a year. So, which is so lovely, you know? And so people are like, well, Paige, if you're making so much money in your business, like why are you going to work? Like, why do you still go into work? And my answer is, why not? I'm single. I don't have a partner. I don't have kids. You know, I don't have any other, like, I don't have responsibilities like that. So why not? Why not go into the club, make some extra money, be told how pretty I am, get that words of affirmation, get that physical touch, those love languages, call it a day, you know? I may or may not have already said that story, but I felt called to say it again. Yep, I'm excited to go in today. It'll be great. Get back into weekdays. The thing about stripping is every single day is gonna be different. Every single fucking day. Like no 2 days are ever the same. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what to expect. There's no guarantees, which is why sometimes that anxiety and those butterflies can start coming up. Like when it starts getting time to get ready to go to your shift, or you're going in the club and you're like, oh, I hope I'll make money tonight, you know? Like when I was a younger stripper, I used to always worry, not always, but I would have that feeling of like, oh my God, what if I don't make any money? When you always make money. Even if it's not the amount of money you want, you're gonna make something. At least you're gonna pay your house. So house fee. So I'll explain that. So as strippers at my club, we are independent contractors, and so we're renting the space. Very similar to how like a hairdresser would rent their space from the salon, like the chair rental, we have to pay a house fee when we go in. So my house fee is $40 every time that I go into the club to work. So I literally pay more money to get into the club than the customers pay, because the customers pay like $20 cover, and I pay a fucking $40 cover. But it's not a cover, it's a house fee. So I pay the house fee to get in there, and then I work, and then I tip out the DJ, the door guy, and the manager based on what I make. So typically, like, the suggested tip is 20%. So if I make $1,000, I should tip out my manager $100, and then the DJ and the door $50 each. So 20%. So $200 out of $1,000 is the tip out schedule at my club. Different clubs have different rules, but typically it's like 20% industry standard. But again, like, every club is going to be different for sure. For sure. I was thinking about baby strippers and I was thinking about, like, just advice to give to, like, the baby strippers out there. There's a lot of different ways to make money, and a couple tips that I would love to tell to my little baby strippers right now is, number one, what works for one doesn't necessarily work for all. So, like, if you don't feel in alignment with that approach or saying that thing, then don't do that. Like, for example, for me, I've been in the club for a long time. When I go up and talk to a customer, I'm a very quick ask. Like, when I was younger, I used to sit and spend more time and think, oh, if I schmooze him, then maybe he'll come back for a dance with me. And sure, of course that might work, and that does work for some people. But as I've gotten older, like, I feel like it's more of an energy take, and I don't like sitting and wasting time talking to someone who has no intention of buying a dance from me, which, you know, you never know. And again, this works for me. So I go and I'm very quick, like, hi, how are you? What's your name? How long you been here? Are you ready for a dance? Because in my head, I come from the energy of, what do we sell here? We sell lap dances. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time talking to you. Like, do you want to dance or do you not want to dance? You know, like, that's just literally, like, my energy. And over the years, as I've gotten older, obviously, and, like, danced for so long, it's just a different energy and it's a different confidence when I'm walking up to a customer. So my advice is, you know, don't think that you have to sit there with customers for a really, really, really long time if you don't want to. If you do, if that makes you feel comfortable, you do you. But I want to encourage you right now to do what feels best for you. Also, you are the fucking boss in there, okay? You are the boss. So if you are a newer dancer and, like, a customer is, like, telling you, well, this girl does this or this girl does this, like, don't fucking listen to them. You know what you're comfortable doing. You stand within your boundaries. If you don't want him to touch you that way or do that thing or whatever, you fucking tell him. And when people, you know, 'cause sometimes guys, like, prey on, like, the baby strippers or the new girls or whatever because they think they don't know the rules. They think they can get away with more. And if I ever hear someone say, well, the other girls let me do this, I would say, so fucking what? Like, I'm not her. Like, I don't ever, like, care about that. But when you're new, sometimes it's like, oh, well, the customer said that girl did that or whatever. So it's totally understandable how you might feel that way, you know? But again, encouraging you, my love, set your boundaries and stand firm in them because they're paying for our energy. They're paying to be in our energy, you know? What am I doing? Oh yeah, my makeup. Gotta put this blush on. I'm excited to go in. We gonna make some money, honey. So, pretty typical outfit I wear into the club. Got my hair and makeup done. I like to dress comfy when I go into the club, usually, because when I'm done, I'm like wanting to be full comfort mode. So, here we go. Okay, so it's like 2:15 and I just got here. And my manager walked in and he's like, oh, look who's here. I knew he was gonna say something because I haven't been in months, on his shift at least. So, it's like 2:15, checked in with the DJ. Now, we're gonna go make some money.
the girls do anyways. And so I was just paddling in my lap dance. Manager over the speaker was like, no straddling. And I was like, fuck, I forgot about this aspect of it, of day shift. I've been here for 1 hour and it's quiet out there and kind of hungry, so little snack break. We have a bar next door, like a bar and grill. Sometimes I order food when I get hungry. Come next time. It's 4:45, by the way. So it's about 5:20. It's been a slower start, but that doesn't mean anything. Feeling good energy. I eat, so I'm very confident in the fact that I'm going to stay for my 6 hours. I just have to push myself to like hit one shift where I'm like, do what I say I'm gonna do, and then that like gets the ball rolling. So like getting the ball rolling can be the hardest part, right? Like the coming in for a couple hours. But then once I'm here, I'm like, no, this is my commitment. I'm here for 6 hours. I'm at about like 300 right now total, which I'm so grateful. And we'll see how the night ends up. So at 7 o'clock, we tip out for day shift. So whatever I made from 2 to 7, I tip out for my day shift. And then whatever I make after 7 and beyond, I tip out for night shift. So that's how swing shift works. A little over an hour left of day shift to see what magic can happen. And then the day shift girls start leaving, and then the night shift girls start coming in. And I'm still working, so sometimes that can be the sweet spot. Okay, this is a DJ. This is Bryce, the DJ.
Hi guys.
His dad works here too. I don't know if we can put that in there.
20 years.
Yes, his dad has worked here for 20 years. His dad was the DJ at my auntie's wedding. And
I was there.
how many years ago was that?
That was like 9 or 10 years ago.
10 years ago when, how old were you then, 15?
Yeah.
10 years ago when Bryce was 15 years old. And it's
Making money.
Making money. Making lots of money. Okay, so we were trying to find better lighting for this.
We found it.
We found it.
There it is.
So what are some things,
Give it to me.
what's your favorite part about being a DJ here at this beautiful strip club?
Oh my god. My favorite part is the money, but it doesn't hurt working around pretty girls.
Yeah, pretty. You get like jaded, not jaded, but you get like numb. It's not like
Yeah, it's like work eventually, you know? It
at first were you so excited to see the naked girls on
yes.
stage?
Yeah, it was. Ooh, we gotta put a girl on stage.
Not me. Better not be me.
I need a song to play.
Play my song.
Like if I see a girl that I
Is
meet,
it special when I go on stage?
it's always special.
Made it back to the house. Gonna do a little money count. Strip of for you. So, okay. Today's shift was a win for a lot of reasons. Look at my hair, it's a mess. Oh well, I'm fucking home anyways. So today's shift was a win for so many reasons. I haven't been in to work a weekday in months. So it was nice to go back in on a weekday. It's Wednesday. I got in there. My goal was to work 6 hours. And I worked for 6 hours. I
I know it might sound like funny, you know, if you're watching this and you're not a dancer or whatever, you're like, yeah, just fucking work 6 hours or whatnot. But it's like, you have to understand that, like, I am working during the day on my business and then going into the club. And when you are an independent contractor and you have that option to leave or to work like a couple hours, and it gets really, really, really slow, and you're literally sitting there for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, just on the couch, scrolling Instagram, not doing anything, it can be really, it's a mind game to stay and stick it out. And so my biggest goal for today, like, was to work for 6 hours. And so I got there at 2:15. So I worked from 2:15 to 8:15. So I did my 6 hour shift, which is celebrating the behavior, not the result, right? So super excited and proud about myself for that. And it's funny, like, I think I mentioned this earlier when I was in the ice box talking to you guys. It's like, for me, it's getting over that initial hump of like finally getting on track. So it's like day one, you did it, prove to myself that I can do it. I already know that I can, but it's like reestablishing and rebuilding that trust with myself. Yeah, it's so funny. I forgot, like, so day shift, so there's like this speaker system, and our manager will like watch the cameras in the back, watch the dances, and he'll like yell at us sometimes if we're doing something we're not supposed to be doing. And technically in California, when you're giving a lap dance, you are by law supposed to have 1 foot on the ground at all times. Just a law. And so technically, like, straddling someone, we're not allowed to straddle, but to be honest, like, it's such an easy move, right? To just like straddle, and it's just nice to like switch it up, because when you're giving a lap dance, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, you got like 4 or 5 moves to pick from, right? So it's like nice to straddle. So I was straddling this customer, and over the speaker, my manager was like, "No straddling," and I laughed because I was like, "Oh man, I forgot how much of a straddle Nazi this guy is." Oh, it made me laugh so much. Yeah, it was fun to see a lot of the different crew, a lot of the different girls that I haven't seen for a while. But it was slow. It was really, really, really slow. Again, I'm going to hit some really good shifts. Watch, like, these first couple vlogs have been like slower shifts, and then watch, it's going to be like hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Especially as I get back into the flow and as I get back into the swing of things, it's going to be different, right? So it was about like, I don't know, what time was it? It was like 4:30. I think from like 4:30 to like 7:30. I was on the couches, just like laying on the couches, like doing nothing. So it was a test of my patience and my mindset, right? So 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, like hours, just like nobody was in there. And I was committed and I was determined. I was like, I am staying for fucking a 6 hour shift, period. And it was like a pretty low income earning shift, to be honest. I had like, I think I had like not even $400 at that point. And then, but I was determined to stay until 8:15. And it was like the last guy that I asked for a dance, he ended up getting an ice box, which is our private rooms. So how dances at my club work are, one song is $20, but we don't really sell those. So one song is $20. Our VIP in the back room is 5 songs for $100. So 5 song minimum, 5 songs for $100. Or our private rooms we call them ice boxes. We call them ice boxes because we don't have alcohol. It's 18 and up, so we don't serve champagne. So it would be your champagne room at another club, but we call them ice boxes. Half an hour is $350. An hour is $700. Now from that $350, $50 of it automatically goes to the house to pay like the rental fee for the half hour, and then $300 to me. And then $700 for the hour is $100 to the house for the room, and then $600 to me. Now again, also remembering that there's also tip out, right? So half hour ice box, and typically people sell a half hour ice boxes more than the hour. Of course, you definitely sell the hour, and after the end of the half hour, you can always ask, do you want to do another one? And people re-up and stuff like that. But so half hour ice box $300, but then you have to remember the tip out. So 20% of $300 is $60. So that's like $240 after tip out. So typically you're gonna want them to do more dances, like re-up, or obviously like tip you, or but that's kind of like how it works at my club. And now again, every single club is different. Every single club is different, but that's how it works at the club that I work at. And so it was funny because just like, you know, this is the thing, the very last guy I talked to, he only wanted 220. Okay, I think that other one got cut off, but okay. Okay, let's start stripper sessions over again. Okay, so stripper sessions take shift takeaways, shift lessons is number 1, celebrate the behavior, not the result. So celebrating yourself for getting your ass into work, celebrating yourself for having a good attitude, for trying your best, and for working until the end of your shift, whatever that shift may be, whether it's be 6 hours, 8 hours, a double, whatever the fuck goal it is that you set for yourself, celebrating yourself for sticking it out till the very end. Because again, you never know. Like if I would have left early, I wouldn't have gotten that ice box, which helped my fucking money count for sure, you know? And that was the very last guy I talked to, the very last dance that I did. And number 2, stripper session shift lesson number 2 is remembering that it only takes one guy, right? And how we treat them matters. For example, this last customer I danced for, he got an ice box. But in the beginning, he only wanted one $20 dance. Now, sometimes girls are like, they don't want to do one $20 dance or whatever. But this guy, he did one $20, and then he's like, oh, actually, let's do 2. So we did $40. And then because I was nice, and then he loved the dance, obviously, loved my fat ass. He ended up getting an ice box, you know? So remembering that it only takes one person. It only takes one person to make your whole night. You can only dance for one person at a time anyways, right? And so even if it's been a low income earning night, holding that faith, keeping that faith until the end, knowing all it takes is one person. The next person I talk to could turn my entire night around, and staying in that excitement in your shift, because it is the truth of it, is literally, it only takes one. It's that old stripper saying, it only takes one. So, okay, Wednesday, day shift, 2:15 to 8:15, 6 hours. We'll do a little money count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20. So I made $720 tonight. I walked with $720, minus house, minus food that I bought, waters, tip out, all of the things. I walked with $720. So I would have had like half of this. I would have walked with like half of this if I would have been like, meh, I'm gonna leave early, like whatever, like 5 hours is good enough, right? I would have had half. So super grateful, as always. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope that you are loving my stripper vlog. Make sure and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the latest episodes. Like this video, comment on this video as well. And I will see you back here for my next video, for my next stripper vlog. Go make it rain, baby.
Add it up.